What if I told you that everything you need to change the world is already inside you? That you don't need a perfect plan, perfect grades, or perfect timing. You just need to start. And if Elon Musk was 20 years old today, he'd do exactly that. He'd start. Not with money, not with status, but with obsession. Obsession with possibility. He was weird, different, quiet. But he saw what others didn't. He asked questions that made people uncomfortable. Why can't we go to Mars? Why aren't we using the sun to power Earth? Why do we drive cars that pollute our lungs? At 20, he didn't have all the answers, but he was determined to find them. Elon wouldn't be wasting time. He wouldn't be complaining. He'd be learning. Physics, programming, AI, energy, finance, space. Had build skills like weapons. Because knowledge is leverage. And in 2025, leverage is everything. And here's the thing today. The tools are better. Information is cheaper, faster, smarter. The only barrier now is you. Elon Musk is not a genius. He is a learner. He fails publicly, gets mocked, gets sued, gets hated, but he doesn't stop. If Elon were 20 today, he'd be experimenting, launching failed apps, making cringe YouTube videos, pitching bad ideas, not for the applause, but for the data. Because the person who iterates the fastest wins. If you're on Besh, on Suckies, you don't need permission. You need obsession. You need to stare at problems until your eyes burn, and then wake up and do it again. That's what Elon would do. That's what you can do. But let's be honest. Obsession isn't easy. It's lonely. It's painful. People won't understand you. Friends will drift. Parents might worry. You'll doubt yourself. And Elon did too. He broke down. He cried. He questioned everything. If Elon were 20 today, he'd be fighting depression, just like millions of us. He'd be overwhelmed by the news. He'd be addicted to the scroll, but he'd fight back. He'd go inward. Read harder. Reflect deeper. He'd use solitude as foil, not a prison. He'd surround himself with people who think bigger and cut off everything that dims his fire. Elon doesn't build gadgets. He builds systems. Solar City wasn't about panels. It was about rewiring energy. Neuralink isn't about chips. It's about fusing mind and machine. Starlink isn't just satellites. It's about decentralizing access. If Elon were 20 today, he'd find one broken system, and he'd go all in. He'd study the history, track the players, dissect the models. Then he'd break the rules. Because that's where change begins. You don't need to change everything. You just need to start somewhere. And if you go deep enough, you'll realize the system is broken on purpose. And someone needs to fix it. Why not you? There will be nights when no one believes in you. When you question everything, but that's where greatness begins. In the quiet, in the grind, in the sacrifice. When you're becoming someone the world hasn't seen yet. Becoming isn't about proving them wrong. It's about proving yourself right. Because visionaries don't follow trends. They create them. If Elon were 20 today, he wouldn't try to go viral. He'd try to go timeless. And when people copy him, he'd already be 10 steps ahead. This is not science fiction. This is what happens. When people refuse to give up, when they build, when they dream loudly and execute quietly. The future is built by those who stop asking for permission, who risk embarrassment, who are willing to be first. But its true success is when no one notices it anymore, because it's become the new normal. This is the new Earth, a place rebuilt by vision, sweat, and failure, by nights no one clapped for, and mornings that almost didn't happen. It didn't take magic. It took relentless clarity. The world will always need rebels, not the kind who destroy, but those who refuse to accept limits. And one day, Someone just like you will stare into the dark and not blink. He wasn't building rockets. He was building belief that we can go further, that we can fix what we broke, that we can start again. Because Earth was never the end. It was always the beginning. The new Earth isn't a place. It's a people. A generation unafraid of silence, unbothered by doubt, unafraid to start again. They know it won't be easy. It's not supposed to be. Because if it were easy, it wouldn't change anything. One man lit the match, but we are the flame. Now it's your turn to take the risk, to make the leap, to begin again. This time, you're not alone. This time, you are the future. If you're ready to start, don't wait for permission. Start small, start messy, start now. Because the only thing standing between you and Elon Musk at 20 is the choice to begin.